Two strangers off in the middle of the wilderness. These two guys have never met each other in their entire lives.
Nice to meet you, man.
Every day the two of you survive in this wilderness, I'll give you $10,000.
I hope you brought enough money, man. We're here for the long run.
Hey, put that camera down. Let's head out.
All right.
Take care, boys. This video can make you guys millionaires.
He's gonna be poor by the time we're out of here.
I'm Hayes.
Hayes, I'm Grizz. Nice to meet you, man.
Grizz?
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna be my best friend for the next however long.
Starting now, these guys receive $10,000 every day, with the only limit being how long they can survive, which theoretically means they could win unlimited money.
You know what? I'll be honest with you guys. I reckon I can survive a very, very long time. I think I can survive maybe at least 3 months. 3 months. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's not easy. You believe it? I believe it. I don't think it's easy. But I feel like I'd enjoy it. For like the first 2 weeks, it's going to be hard. There's going to be struggle, difficulty. But then afterwards, you're just going to get that momentum, the rhythm, you know?
Dude, if we stay a year, we're both multi-millionaires. We are trying to find a camping spot, build a fire, survive the night.
I guess we should just set up camp here.
For the rest of the night, they gathered wood and went through their supplies.
We've got approximately 5 days worth of food, 2 things of water.
Looks like a change of clothes, some warm jackets, and boom, fire starter.
Let's see if we can get a fire going.
Start. First thing you should always do, try and get a fire going. Clean out the floor of where you're going to build a shelter or where you're going to sleep. Make sure you have waterproof facilities and stuff. You can get that done in like maybe a few hours, 2-3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
We are good.
Let's make beds out of pine needles. Won't be comfortable, but at least we won't freeze to death tonight.
We're alive. Day 2.
And in the morning, I showed up to give them their first $10,000. Boys, how was the first night?
It's cold.
It's been 24 hours, and I didn't walk over with 10 grand. You're not gonna ask?
Yeah, I guess we should, right?
Yeah. Okay, just look up. Oh my.
Is it going to drop them the 10K?
Every 24 hours, we're to drop $10,000 out of
Wait,
a
you have to
plane
find
guys.
it?
$10,000.
In a parachuted briefcase.
Catch it, don't catch it! Don't watch out!
Bro, this is crazy.
What the hell, man? Jimmy, Mrbeast.
Bro, we're gonna be so rich by the end of this video.
And on top of that money, this is your flare gun.
Oh.
Be careful, shoot it up in the air. The challenge ends for the both of you. And you walk away with the money you've won.
So how long should we stay out here?
$3.6 million for the year is crazy.
All right, the plan is officially a year. We're gonna split this in 2. You get this.
Yes.
I get this.
Now we can't screw each
Just so
other
no
over.
one-
But later in this video, that plan doesn't exactly work.
All right, I feel bad, but I need to steal that flare gun. I just gotta shoot this thing, and I get to be a dad again.
If you fire that flare, I literally think I'm gonna kill you. Well, buddy, you ready to get rich?
Absolutely.
By day 3, you could say the boys were pretty tired of sleeping on the ground. So after another 10 grand, they started work on building their shelter.
Gonna use my jacket to gather pine needles and layer them on the shelter.
All right, I found this metal piece from a kid's swing set, and I think it's gonna work great for the roof of our shelter.
Layer 1 on. Boom! Here's a section that we're working on. You can see it's got some structural poles. We get to use the
How would you guys do this? I feel like I would get 4 different branches and try and make like a flat roof over instead of making this small shed.
parachutes and the cord. So we're gonna make a rain cover on our shelter.
Everyone thinks probably that I'll be the reason we leave and fail this challenge.
But this money would mean college for the kids.
And then on day 4, they started looking for a water source.
Oh, there's a swamp.
I would feel safe boiling that.
Yeah, we gotta be careful because that stuff is full of bacteria and parasites.
Never go for still water, man.
Just
Flowing
touch the
water.
swamp.
All right, we're
Flowing
going to bed.
water is always best.
Chris snuggles up because it's cold, and he's big and warm.
This is like the 3rd day in a row that we've gotten 2 hours of sleep. It's been so cold. If it rained right now, we'd probably have to go to the hospital.
But I'd do it for $10,000.
And it wasn't just the freezing temperatures that were getting to them.
We're at the end of our supplies. Grizz likes to call it a fast, which sounds so much nicer.
I don't know why they ate through their supplies first. I feel like the best thing to do from the start, right? Yeah, nibble into your supplies, you know, just for the first day whilst you catch fish from the sea or any other means of, you know, food, right? And then you use the supplies you were given as an emergency. first build a safe place, then build a Wi-Fi, then a computer.
Nicer than starving.
And for the next few days, the
Came
hunger
when you're
problem
off
didn't get any easier.
We had a little square of beef jerky this morning, that's it. Jimmy gave us 5 days worth of food, and it's day 9 right now. These are greenbrier leaves. Grizz says they're edible, I guess. Yeah.
It was clear by this point that the boys were extremely hungry. But lucky for them, I had a surprise waiting for them on day 10. They've officially survived 10 days. Here's your briefcase.
Yeah.
And don't leave. This is where the challenge gets interesting. Bring
Okay.
in the helicopter.
Oh, man.
What is it?
Nervous, dude.
Oh, supply
my
package.
gosh.
Okay, that I'm excited about.
To celebrate day 10, we have your first offer. I can tell you guys are tired
Oh,
of
it's
eating
an
leaves. So I
offer.
brought you guys an additional 10 days worth of food, spices,
Okay.
2 tarps, and everything you would need to fish. All of
Okay.
this for $50,000 of your prize money. You want some beef jerky?
It's worth it.
Don't eat it yet. These beans look good.
50K is a lot of money, but the supplies in there, all right, how much is it? 10K a day, right? You can either choose to struggle the next 5 days or live good the next 5 days.
Good.
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
Coffee.
I would take
We're gonna
it.
give you
I
space.
would take it.
I'll be back in 10 minutes.
He's not kidding. Like, this is
50K.
literally all the things we would need to fish. 50 grand.
50 grand.
It's
They don't
worth
take
it.
this deal. I mean, they're kind of stupid. 10 days worth of food.
Yeah, yeah,
means
right?
They make 100 grand, and they only have to pay 50 grand for it. I'm doing them
Yeah.
a favor.
Should we talk to him now?
This is a massive favor.
All right, Jimmy.
If you make a decision in the next 60 seconds, I'll throw in 2 feasible bars.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Oh, you still have
Perfect.
59 more
Smart.
seconds, but okay. Here, I'll
Smart.
put that in the pile of food. Thank you
And
for the
they've got
50 grand.
chocolate for
Thanks, guys.
energy.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy the food. Oh, by the way, you also get the crate with it. Thank you!
That is so good that they've got the crate.
It's definitely a deal we had to say yes to, but that week of food literally cost as much as my kids' college tuition.
It doesn't matter, man. You're gonna get it back.
Bro, I still can't believe it every time this money falls out of the sky.
The food from the crate will feed them for 10 days. But if they want to
No.
survive out here for a year,
Don't eat into the food.
The plan is officially a year.
they'll still
it be
need
an
to find
emergency.
more food in the wilderness.
So some of you may be wondering,
Why have they not caught fish?
Why?
The swamp nearby has no fish in it. What we really need is a moving water that we can fish in.
And while Hayes
Okay.
was rambling on about his kids,
And my 2-year-old doesn't sleep very well either, so
this happened.
I think being a dad. What is this? This is a creek. This is not a swamp. This is actually moving water.
Yes.
There's fish in here. Dude,
Yes.
look at this. It's like a dock.
this is the perfect place for food and shelter.
And after another few days full of a
I don't know about
surprise
shelter.
freezing rainstorm,
Yeah, yeah.
At least now we have $100,000.
they decided to
Imagine
move
they
and
didn't
upgrade
get
their
the top
shelter
up.
near their newfound water source.
Good morning, Grizz.
How are you always up earlier?
We're gathering up a bunch of dead trees we can use for our structure.
And then we balance them together into an A-frame shape and cut the trees to the right length.
You know what mistake they made there? The mistake they made here was they needed to do a foundation first. There's plenty of wooden sticks nearby. Make a foundation and then it wouldn't slide away. There would be like a very strong foundation, a base, which supports the
Cut the
structure
trees to the right
being
length.
kept up.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I'm glad I broke your fall.
Sorry.
All right, so maybe they had a bit of a false start. But once they got the structure back up, they spent the entire next day putting their finishing touches on their shelter. They even
That's
built
good.
a
Yep,
fishing
yep.
dock to
Keeps
help
the
them catch
wind
more
from
food.
coming in when
Dock's
you put
done?
mud on the
Pleasantly
wall.
surprised.
And now all we got to do is catch a fish. Come on.
Yeah.
How
And
hard
as good
can
as
it
this
be?
was,
It's
without
so
sleeping
hard to
bags,
catch a fish.
the winter night was
I've never caught a fish in my life, all right? I'd love to, but I've never caught a fish in my life, and I know it's hard.
still unforgiving.
On a really cold night. Cold toes, cold feet. No sleeping bag.
So I think I knew what my next offer was. It's day 20 and they moved super deep in the woods, so now we have to get there by
Fish.
boat.
I'd
you hear that
love
sound
to fish.
in the
I'd
distance?
love to fish.
What'd you
I'd
say?
love to try it.
Is that a boat?
Any minute now when we find them, I've got a fun offer for them. How's it
Okay.
going, boys?
Hey, guys. What's going on?
2 things. First, the plane needed maintenance, so I'm delivering this by hand.
Hey, all
There's your
right.
$10,000, which puts you guys at $140,000. And second, we have an offer for you.
They already made back the money they used for that crate.
Reveal your offer. Just go ahead and take it off. Here it is.
Oh.
You can either give me $10,000 for that red sleeping bag, or give me $50,000 and you get both sleeping bags.
What?
5 times the amount for both.
Oh, man.
Can I take it out?
Yeah, we should look at it.
Yeah, check them out.
Hang on, I just gotta do this.
These are the same sleeping bags we used in Antarctica. They work very well. Here's the weather for.
Personally, me, I would only buy one of them, not 2. But then there's a problem, who's going to use it?
Forecast is going to get pretty cold next week, so
Yeah.
highly recommend you at least buy one.
When we started this thing out, we were in the 20s without anything. We've adapted to it. We have
Is that the... Is there someone nearby? Okay, we're good.
bedding, we have pine straw. We're doing pretty well in these low temperatures. I would love to have a sleeping bag, but $50,000 is...
I sleep closer to Grizz than I do my wife, so I'm not even kidding.
You're actually going to say no to both?
Take one at least, man.
No sleeping bag.
Yeah, so I think
It's
final.
one
We don't
day.
want it.
Yeah, agreed.
Wow, not even a single
Okay.
sleeping bag. All right, boys, close it up. Sure, the boys could survive without sleeping bags, but that didn't solve their food problem. In between sitting out rainy days,
They
the
need
boys
to
got
fix
into
their
a bit of
shelter
a
as
routine
well.
where they would boil water, work on their shelter, and try to catch fish, which wasn't really working out for them.
We got some guts for bait. We're gonna cast them out, and hopefully the fish come up off the bottom of the creek.
Day after day of failing to catch any fish,
Let's go check the lines, see if any catfish are on.
they finally caught a wind in their sails.
Oh, Grizz!
Or whatever
That's a
that
small fish.
abomination of Mother Nature was.
What is that? Can I eat it? First
Yeah, you
fish.
probably can.
It's an eel. And
It's
I
an
think
eel,
I'm gonna
yeah.
charcoal grill it. We're gonna have ourselves some American-style unagi.
This is the first thing that we've caught out here in 27 days.
I
which
know
is
how to make
insane.
a
We're happy to have
automatic
it, and we're gonna make it delicious.
I don't know
Fish
if this is what I
catcher.
would call delicious, but the fact that
Where
they haven't
it's-
had a
it's
fresh
bent,
meal
right?
in almost 30 days means
Hooked
even a
on
rock
the
would taste
stick,
good to them at
and
this
when it
point.
gets pulled by a fish, it flicks them backwards.
It's just like amazingly good.
If we keep catching fish like this, we can easily stay for a year, bro.
Dude, yeah, $3.6 million.
Good night. And on day 28, they started constructing their raised bed system in their new shelter.
So it's gonna be
Nearly
two
a month.
tripods, 1, 2, side rails going down, slats across, and then a nice pine needle mattress made out of parachutes.
And after seeing their new shelter become more and more comfortable, I was starting to get worried that I was going to have to pay these guys millions of dollars.
The only regret that I have, they're not bunk beds.
That's honestly an L.
They were betting everything on their new shelter being
Oh,
right
look at
next to
that.
this creek. But that may have been a huge mistake.
Yeah, it's a
because
big
they
mistake
couldn't
to
catch
go
another
next to
eel
water.
to save their lives.
Snapped it.
I don't know.
At this point, I've spent more time in the wilderness than I have with my newborn son. I also have a 2-year-old with my wife alone. How do you explain to a 2-year-old that daddy's gonna be
He's gonna be the reason why they leave. Family.
gone, and he won't talk to you, and he won't call you, and he won't see you? Say they were making us an offer. What would be something that you would actually buy?
We spend a lot of time out here trying to get firewood. You know, having firewood dropped off would be really nice. I'd probably pay $10,000 for that.
We are literally in the middle of the forest. I couldn't tell you where we are anymore. All right. How's it going, boys?
Doing great, man. How are you?
As a reward for surviving an entire month, I brought you a store.
Oh, okay.
You see,
Okay.
we come through all of your vlog footage and we wrote down everything you've asked for, such as firewood, a shovel, cooking supplies, bedding, and even books and board games. It's like a dollar store, but everything costs 10 grand. This is your
A
store?
whole day's
Go for your
work.
shop.
We've won 240 grand. Might as well check it out.
What are these?
Those
A
are
whole
mosquito
day's
nets.
worth.
Oh, we'll use parachutes. We don't need those.
All right, what about the hammocks?
I like the hammocks, but you know, we haven't tried making them out of parachutes yet.
All right, Grizz, answer this. What could you not make out of parachutes?
A lot.
All right, well, do you guys want the firewood?
How much
So,
wood?
That's the wood you get.
If it
That's
came with
it.
unlimited
For
wood, I would buy
10K?
it.
I offered them literally everything they could possibly need here, and they still weren't interested.
Get the
I was
shovel.
beginning to think these two were secretly Navy SEALs or something. Are you guys gonna buy literally anything? You make 10 grand a day. What's another 10 grand?
I gotta say no.
All right? In a million years, would not have thought they would say no to everything. Next time, I'm gonna convince you two to spend money.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. See you, Jimmy.
There he goes.
Maybe it was a smart play
Tank.
Stop
with Jimmy
right
to
here. I
get
have
a bigger.
special surprise for all of you. Nolan, what does this look like?
A lot of
What is
fun.
that?
1,000 phones to be exact. Because over the next 7 days, I'm gonna be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24. I literally spent over $1 million on these phones, and I'm giving them away to you. All you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe. It's literally free. I just want you to know I appreciate everything you guys have been doing for the channel. It means the world to me. Subscribe, win one of these phones, let's go. And so they continue without any of the tools for my offer. But go figure, for the next few days, they weren't able to catch any fish. And even though the money kept coming, they were running out of food and time to catch it quickly.
I am on the last belt loop. I think that we have maybe 2 days worth of food left.
That's not good. Without a boat, this creek is not productive. We gotta go to that river. If I can get to that river and the fishing is good, that'll turn all this around.
And with their rations running dangerously low, their only hope at getting food was to travel through the swamp to the river on the other side in hopes of catching some fish.
It's
Okay.
risky wasting all these calories, but I have to do it if we're gonna make it any further.
But after a grueling hike, Hayes finally found what he was looking for.
Oh my God. Woo! Look at that.
It looks like
river.
a better
Is
flooring.
that not the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen? Woo!
Finding this river is probably the difference between us making our goal and us
Been
tapping out early.
subscribed him for so
Fortunately,
long.
he had a
Before
secret weapon.
500k.
Grizz and I made our own fishing
That's a
pole,
long
and this is gonna
time.
make catching fish easy.
With Hayes' makeshift fishing pole immediately breaking, he was going to have to use his hands, and he spent hours trying and failing.
Oh no!
And if he couldn't catch any fish without immediately dropping them, the calories burned coming here would have been for nothing. But just when he was ready to give up,
This one's gonna be it.
Ah! Yeah! Holy moly! Yes, I told you it was that one! Woo!
and the luck didn't
Good
stop there.
stuff.
I cannot wait to bring this back
More?
to Grizz. He's gonna be so stoked.
Holy shit,
Waiting
look at this guy
tonight.
go.
Hey! All right, that's awesome.
Feels like this is our first real food in ages.
But in the meantime, I was preparing an offer that I know they couldn't refuse. It's day 40, they've made over $250,000, and I have an incredibly special offer for them. For $10,000, and I think you're really gonna like this, you both can see your wives. In fact, they're watching right now.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Oh, man.
Can't let down my kid.
I know, I can't lay down my wife.
Okay, Jimmy.
That's smart. I can tell you why they're smart. It'll give them like a motivation. Basically starting from like day one. The motivation they had from day one, they're gonna get it back again and they're gonna skyrocket.
It's me, it's Daddy.
I smell so bad. Oh.
Hi, Talia.
As nice as
choice.
it was to see their families, the visit was also bittersweet because there's one big question on everyone's mind.
How long do you want us to stay?
I want you home now. Like,
Oh.
I do.
I know you want me home, but do you need me home?
Yes, she needs you. Yes, you need to bond with your son.
I don't care what the other guy says. You've made enough money. I need you home.
We knew he was gonna be the one.
Conversation was so difficult for me. Even so, yesterday was a really good day. It had all of the things that I love. It had my family, my wife, my kids, my buddy Grizz. That was like a really huge gift. Oh, they're gone now.
To hold her and know that she was safe, it really has changed the way that I'm viewing this entire challenge. Knowing I have my wife's support, I want to stay until I have $1 million.
And after some much needed family time, Hayes and Grizz were much happier than I'd ever seen them.
Hayes and Grizz, Grizz. Hayes and Grizz.
Ambush!
Let's smoke some fish. Look at that. This is perfect.
Even when something happened that would have totally drained them before,
400,000.
by now they didn't even seem to mind.
It looks like someone had a gender reveal, and the gender was just money.
Even though their spirits were high, there was still a problem they needed to solve. In order to get to the river to fish, they would first need to trudge through this giant swamp. But if they had a boat, they would easily be able to float down the creek to the river.
I am building a boat. The idea is to create a frame with sticks and then attach our tarp so the whole thing can float.
Not feeling super confident in the boat
It's not
build.
gonna
If we can
be.
get down with the fish
It's
without
not gonna
having to
hold
tromp
their
through a
weight.
whole swamp, it's worth the risk.
Time for the first sea trial of my beautiful ship.
Here he goes.
It's not gonna hold their weight.
Da 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 da.
And this is pretty ironic, considering the offer I was about to bring them. It's day 50. Let's see how you're doing.
Hey.
Bro, you guys have a village now. Wait, are you serious? You built a boat?
Yeah, man.
You're telling me this thing can actually float?
You want to try it?
Yeah, oh my gosh, it actually works. He built a freaking boat in the woods. All right, now that I'm aware of that, this changes a lot of things. It's actually insane that you two built a boat yesterday because I brought the two of you a boat with the Zaxby's restaurant on it.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool, Jimmy.
Before I present the offer, I want to make sure you're in a really good state of mind. This is our brand new Mrbeast box, which are now live at every single Zaxby's across America.
This guy, man.
Oh my God, that is so good.
The Mrbeast box comes with the best tasting chicken known to man. And the cool part is every single meal comes with a Feastables bar. Our goal with this collab was to take the world's best chicken and pair it with the world's best chocolate.
Indeed.
Zaxby's also has 12 sauces.
There's like so many flavors happening in my mouth.
What is that?
That's really good. It's a Zax
Why is
sauce.
it always in
Look how happy
America?
they
Why
are.
can't you
If
do
wanna be
something in
happy
the
like them,
UK?
just go to Zaxby's and get the Mrbeast box right now. Now that you guys have gotten your meals, your day 50 offer is for 50 grand. You can have this boat.
We don't have a motor. We don't have any way to get this thing around.
So you just use sticks.
Oh, Lord, I don't know.
Since
get a
you weirdly
restaurant?
built the boat the day before, I'll give you a discount. We'll make it $40,000.
My answer is I love the ship I made. I trust it with my life. So I'm going to leave it up to Grizz.
For $40,000, I'm gonna pass on the boat.
Yes!
I'll get in Hayes' death trap instead.
If that sinks and you have to quit, I tried.
We appreciate the food. That was lovely. Bye, Jimmy.
I'll see you next time.
So this ship saved us $40,000.
Still a death trap.
Hey.
Man, when we first started this thing, it was in the dead of winter. You remember how cold it was?
Yeah, now everything is so nice and warm.
And spring was now in full bloom, and they were looking pretty comfortable.
There's a lot of flowers here. I can't
Nearly
say
2
that I mind
months.
it.
What is today, 51?
I don't know. I lost track.
I hear an airplane coming in.
Where?
Oh, he's coming straight at us.
This briefcase puts us at $440,000. Time to build
Nearly half a million.
80% of what we're sitting on here is going straight to my business.
This case.
No, I don't want Katie to work 24-hour shifts anymore.
This money's gonna do so much for her and our family.
But while the warmer weather was nice, it presented new problems like snakes
Don't wanna get bit by that.
and rats.
Get out of here!
Every night.
Oh my God!
And it wasn't long until the lack of sleep started to make them irritable.
Looks like Hayes is struggling to get over here. Hayes, do you need my help?
What does it look like? You want to paddle upriver into the wind?
Hayes, why don't you go get those fishing lines fixed?
You know what? You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
He is angry. Can you check those lines while you're over there?
What do you think I'm doing?
I don't know, I was just asking.
Thank you for telling me to do what I'm already doing once again.
Very angry.
Keep in mind, at this point, Hayes and Grizz were very close friends. But Hayes had reached the end of his rope, and the jokes just weren't hitting the same anymore.
Grizz's idea about how this would unwind is not working, obviously, because it's a stupid idea.
Hayes, I'm sorry, buddy. I did not know I was actually pissing you off. I did not know that you were actually upset.
It's all right.
Okay.
Oh,
And so,
The
feeling
seed.
frustrated,
Oh
Hayes
my
turned off
God.
his
the seed of sadness started.
camera and paddled downriver, where he set up his camp until the next day.
Hayes has set sail, and I think he may have run away. I'll certainly be thinking about him. I know it's supposed to be cold at night. He's not back in a couple days, so I'm gonna have to go looking for him. Let's do something to cheer him up. So we got a huge board over here that was left by Jimmy at the last Beast drop, and I'm gonna repurpose it into a table with some of our cases. It's actually pretty sturdy.
And when Hayes returned home, he was not empty-handed.
Sounds like Hayes has returned from his great adventure. Nice. Oh, those are sea trout.
I'm pretty wiped out. Mind if I take a minute?
No, man, do your thing.
Chris,
Yeah, buddy.
what's this?
It's our table.
We have a table?
Yeah.
Oh, man!
I figured that'd perk him up a little bit.
This is
Two
a
bucks.
$100,000 table, Grizz!
Welcome back, buddy.
Feels good to be home.
Come on.
With their
There we
survival needs
go.
met and their friendship restored, one question still remained. How long will they stay?
We gotta have a serious conversation.
Yeah.
The end. Honestly, I'd have been done 5 days ago.
Maybe push like an extra week.
So
hell,
wholesome.
That's $35,000 each.
If I pulled that flare on day 70, how would you feel?
I would feel really let down and lied to. I propose at day 70, we have a conversation, decide if we're gonna push further.
That's fair.
Okay, yeah, that's very fair.
Promise Grizz that I would
That's
stay
good.
longer.
For him, but I'm not happy about it.
Morning, guys. So, Hayes has been a little upset. I'm seeing it. He's keeping it to himself, you know, so I'm a little worried about him.
Spoken to Grizz about it. He wants me to stay longer. He's kind of pushing me to stay longer and stay longer. At some point, I gotta stop being wilderness guy and go be dad.
Another day. Yeah. Oh, no. I knew that was gonna happen. I saw it. Oh, no.
Hayes going to check out the case that is dropped from the sky.
Day 70.
I'm gonna see if Grizz is good being done today. See what he says.
What are we gonna do with all this money?
Kind of want to talk to you about that. Kind of ready to hit the flare. What do you think about that?
I want to stay longer. I know that you've got to pull away from this thing with family.
I know. We've talked about it 1,000 times. I just want to know how you feel about it today. Yes or no?
Can you go one more day? Give yourself 24 hours just to kind of feel it out.
I've thought a lot about it, but if you want to go another day, let's go another day.
How's it going, boys?
All right, buddy.
Good. Let's go on a little walkie walk. We can go over here. Let's say Hayes.
What day do we think they're gonna hit the flare? I don't even think it's gonna reach another month. I don't think it's gonna reach 3 months. That's my guess. Maybe day 85 or just before the 3-month mark.
This isn't a part of the equation.
Yeah.
How many more days do you think you could survive out here?
Let's call it 45 days would probably be as far as I'd go.
How many do you think he has left in the tank?
He talks about it every day.
How often do you think about shooting the flare?
You give it another
What
week?
stops you?
At this stage, Grizz, you know, he wants to make $1 million, and it's hard to say no to that. I have an obligation to him, too, but it's starting to go towards family. Yeah.
When you do shoot that flare, that's gonna be crazy.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, last night?
I don't want to disappoint Grizz, but I think I'm done.
He's gonna have to steal the flare.
To come back here to our first camp, where I was shoulder to shoulder with Grizz every single night. And after that, it was like, all right, dude, we're brothers now. I expected to walk away with a lot of money, but I didn't expect to walk away with, like, a friend for life.
I mean, 600.
And that's so meaningful to me. I kind of got to think about what's right for me and my family.
Okay, that's fair. That is fair.
Hayes got so desperate that he literally went into Grizz's bag and stole the flare gun, even though it was his idea to separate it into 2 parts.
At this point, all I have to do is shoot this thing,
Oh no.
and I get to be a dad again, you know?
I know
Oh,
this
no.
thing is very challenging.
Oh,
What we're doing
God.
out here is not easy. I really, truly do believe that you're doing what's right for your family.
I disagree.
You're providing for them in a way that's
No,
going to
I
change
think
their lives.
Now, it's gone the other way. Now it
Wait, okay. Now, look, listen. Look. 670K is a lot of money. All right? It's a fuck ton of money. The greed is making them want more.
It's. I
That's
think I need to be there.
I think that you've been really upset.
If I was given $500,000, all right, I'll be honest with you, I would be able to live comfortably. Yeah, I would try and find ways to make more money with that money, but I would live good.
And you've been missing your family really bad. I feel like
I think the money doesn't.
Yeah,
matter.
it was.
The money doesn't. The money doesn't matter to me anymore. And really, the only thing that's keeping me here is you. And I'm sick of it.
Yeah. My family needs me too, you know.
And you're very good at, you know, manipulating me.
They have become brothers.
It was clear that in this moment, Grizz was going to have to make a decision. Convince Hayes to continue surviving in these woods for more and more money.
Couple
or
more days.
be there for his friend when he needed him the most.
I can't imagine having gone through this experience with anyone else. I mean, I really do like. I genuinely think you'd be
I
like a
miss
brother,
you.
you know. I'm sorry that I've just pushed you on and on and on.
I just don't want to let you down.
You're not letting me.
Sorry, guys. There we go. The flare was shot. Look at that shine off. Stop it. Stop it. Stop.
I think they shot the flare. No, you take that
Have
one.
a good
Let's
night,
go check
Cammy.
in on him. Rich! Boys.
Hey, Jimmy.
Oh my God. When we dropped them off, this is what they looked like. And
And
here's
now?
them 74 days
Oh
later.
my, they've lost a lot of weight.
Yes, they look crazy.
You haven't left these woods in 74 days.
Dude, I'm so ready.
One final surprise. Oh my God!
Family.
Gosh, I'm Italian baby! After 74 days, they've won $670,000. And in case you forgot, we're giving away 1,000 Samsung phones to random people that
There we go.
subscribe in the next week. So
All
don't
right.
forget, press that subscribe button right now.
Mr. Beast.